Hello guys, welcome to another Project Trackday video. Today I'm gonna jump into my usual classic races, and I voted for Fuji GT500s. Now the GT500 that I chose for this race was the Honda NSX, and it's because you see this car is just a really good car. It has good traction, and you see, Fuji is one of these tracks where it's quite slippery, like Jabuka. But Fuji's slippery because of its elevation changes. Because as you can see, turn 1 is literally a downhill, and someone's doing donuts, which is quite concerning. But it does get the point across. And now coming into turn 3, I decided to take it flat instead of braking, and then yeah. Anyways, let's see what kind of a start we get here. Wow. It was quite a good start. It was so good, in fact, that we were already a second away from the group behind without coming into turn 1. Now, the exit off of turn 1 was terrible. I had a giant snap. It wasn't my finest work, but at least we saved the car from spinning out. Now, coming into turn 3, I just cut the corner a little bit here and then got a 1-second penalty, which made P2 fly right past. And coming through turn 4, P2 was very slow, so it must have been some sort of a penalty. And I tried to get him on turn 5, but then he got right past me. Now I knew we were going to have a good fight through these 2 flat-out corners before the penultimate hairpin. And as we were approaching the braking zone for that turn, I broke perfectly on the braking point. Coming past the hairpin, short shift to 2 for the traction off the exit, and incredible stuff happening there. Just really good stuff. Now, I thought I was taking this last sector very well. I thought nothing bad would happen. But then, believe it or not, I had another giant snap here, but managed to correct it. But P2 went right past me. Coming through here, P1 didn't have a good exit. He didn't have lots of traction on the exit. And I knew that I would have more momentum than him on this very, very long straight. And so I made that beautiful move. Thank you guys, thank you. Now, as I was coming to round off the lap, this guy in front decided not to start the race. I don't know why, because sometimes you have to start a race to race a race. And another good thing about this car is it's very good brakes. So that means it'll brake faster and you can brake later. Now, nothing much happened coming into turn 3, but coming through the hairpin, another giant snap, which is not ideal at all. And then I hit him with the combo because I had another giant snap, almost hitting the wall. And then to round it off for the cherry on top, I went incredibly wide, which was enough for P2 to obviously catch up and come right past me. Now, judging by his entry line, I knew he was focusing more on the entry than the exit. So then I decided to take a late apex, even though I was still far away from it, and then made this beautiful move once again on the main straight of Fuji. So me and him are having a wrestle and a tussle to round off lap 2 onto lap number 3. And now coming into turn 1 for the 3rd time, I took it very well once again. In gear 1, short shift to 2 for the traction of the exit. Now, coming into the penultimate hairpin, I thought I was going to take it well until I broke very, very late and I had to go through the runoff. And then that made P2 catch up. His name is Big ZeRo 117, so shout out to him. As I was coming through here, I went very, very wide, so 7,000 miles away from the apex. But he also went very wide, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining. Now, almost side by side into the last corner. And as I was coming through the last corner here, I got good traction off the exit, which made me have a good gap. Now, for some reason, guys, I don't know why, but for some reason, I started to weave, and until as I was coming here to round off the lap, there was still one more lap to go. It's still the last lap. So sorry to Big ZeRo 17 if that was offensive to you. I didn't mean to. And now, as I was looking behind, he was kind of close, but not close enough. So now I knew I had to lock in. And that's exactly what I did coming through turn 4 until coming into the penultimate hairpin for the fourth time. I cut this corner over here, and that gave me a 1 second penalty. But thank goodness I had a big enough gap for me to stay in P1. Now, coming through into the main straight for the last time. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a great race. Thank you, Big ZeRo 17, for the racing that you did, and goodbye.